are back, and I am so excited, like very excited. We have our new show. We have a new name.
Pillow Talk Uncensored.
I know you guys are used to intimate conversations with Alice and Christina, but we've revamped, and now we have another member, which technically she's always been a member. She's just been behind the scenes.
So true, so true.
So our co-host now with us is
Lachey.
Super excited
welcome.
to be on this side of the camera.
right.
Something new. You know, they needed, a little young, a little fresh.
So
Add it to the
anyway,
mix.
That's what.
anyway,
A little
we're gonna see how young she gets.
so guys, we want to thank you guys for being so loyal and waiting and just standing beside us, encouraging us to make sure that we continue down the path of our goal and our dream.
Yes.
We really enjoyed the intimate conversation and the dynamics and how it really was working, but we felt that we wanted something a little bit more different. And so we decided to take a break.
Yes.
And revisit what we were doing, how we were doing it, and what we really wanted to change.
Exactly.
And so we've done a couple of different things. Like Alice said, you used to be used to just Alice and myself, Christina. We brought on a new co-host.
Yes.
New, young, and vibrant.
New and young and vibrant, as she says. But I'm the one, I thought that I looked pretty young myself, but I guess not. We changed our name to Pillow Talk Uncensored.
But the intimacy didn't change.
Oh no.
No.
We probably got a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Hard.
A little bit more
raw.
A little bit more intimate.
The topics are
I'm
a
the
little
only raw one. Politically.
Anyway.
We'll see about that.
Anyway, we changed the name.
Yes.
We did.
From Intimate Conversations to Pillow Talk.
We're on Instagram.
Oh my God, guys. Listen to this. Listen to this. What are we on?
We're on Instagram, YouTube channel,
And
we got a
podcast. Woo!
yes.
So we came back
stronger
with a vengeance.
Yes.
So
and hitting every avenue of audience that we can.
Yes.
Hashtag relationships.
Okay.
Hashtag sex. Hashtag intimacy. Woo!
Yes. So we are, and one thing I want to do is I want to thank everybody who stuck with us. And we got letters, tons letters. We got emails. We got everything with questions, with stories, with wanting advice, like everything. So I want to thank everybody who stuck with us, who didn't let go, and who kept us going, because it's because of you guys that we do this. At first we were just, getting into this, just girls having wine, drinking, talking. So you guys kind of kept us going. So thank you. I want to thank everybody, all of our supporters. Thank you so much.
Later on in the show, we're going to introduce something new to you guys. And pretty much it's our way of saying that we still want to stay connected. We still want to hear from you guys.
Yes.
And there's no difference. We're just moving forward.
Yes. So with that said,
let's get started with this conversation.
So,
hot topic.
Current topic, trending topic that just got my heart just like,
yes.
My heart's just like, T.I.
She's brokenhearted.
I am. But if he walked through the door, I'm sure it would be mended.
It'll go away.
Oh, yes.
She'll be heartbroken after he left, because T.I. is so very sexy.
Oh, girl.
It's that Atlanta swag.
It's that swag.
That Atlanta swag.
Which keeps getting him in the predicament that he's in.
It is.
I know.
Yes. So,
trouble.
What I'm going to bring, what I'm presenting that's current, that just got my mind just like going in swirls. There's this video.
Oh, the video.
So there's this video of T.I. And apparently there's this female that no one seems to know who it is, or didn't know, because apparently now it's coming out who she is.
Yes.
But she walked up to him. He was sitting on a couch. She walked up to him And she leaned in as though she was whispering. Either she was whispering something in his ear, or he whispered something in her ear, and he proceeded to smack her on the ass.
Yes.
Well, he could smack me on. What?
See,
okay.
We're not
there yet.
We're not there yet.
He went.
She's stuttering.
He went on
already
to smack her on the ass, and then when she went to sit beside him, he put his arm around her.
Yes.
And she went to, rub his leg, touch his leg, to where it appeared that she could possibly be close enough to grope him.
Yep.
And there was people there, and they said, that's not tiny.
Yes. So the guy who was video taping, who I don't know, he hasn't come out or anything, but yeah, you hear him on there. He's like, that's not tiny. And then, like, of course, that like sparked everything, because then you really start looking. You play the tape, the video over and over again, and then you're like, oh God, T.I. again? Like, here we are. We're like right back where we were. Right. It hasn't even been a year since the last incident, which led to their separation.
Right. And so what was the premise of that? When I think it was another...
he was unfaithful to her with an assistant that she actually had hired.
Right. Okay. And so they worked that out.
They worked that out.
They got back together. And now, here we are again.
Trouble.
And so, I know that, with celebrities, there's reasons why people stay together. I know with non-celebrities, the regular, everyday, normal people, there's reasons why people stay together.
Right.
But ultimately, the question that I would like to present is, when is enough really enough when your partner continues to cheat all the time and they get caught? So it's not like you're cheating and you're not getting caught.
Right.
You're cheating and you're getting caught.
Like, you don't even, it's almost like you don't even have a respect for me enough to have, like, slipped her a phone number and told her to meet at the hotel room where, no cameras were behind, no cameras were there, people weren't spying. Like, you didn't even have the courtesy to let me be in blind bliss. So outright now.
You awful quiet over here. Was you that female on the tape?
I wish. Woo, honey, I would have slipped it secretly. Y'all wouldn't have been able to videotape me. T.I., I got you. We won't tell nobody. No, but anyway.
She's so quiet. I have to wonder. We have to wonder about her. Because,
I know.
we never know what she might do. We never know what she might do. Because her mind thinks a little different.
No, I'm just playing. Because honestly, with people in the limelight, unfortunately, we do have social media, and that gets you guys in trouble all the time.
It got Kevin Hart in trouble.
Yes.
It got Tristan Thompson in trouble.
Yes.
See?
So it's
these
just,
people will get you caught up.
Y'all.
Yeah.
So when you're in the limelight, you just gotta be really, really careful.
Well, when you're not in the limelight, you better be careful, because.
Yeah. So do you think that it's because they're celebrities that they don't, is it this piece of they don't really care about getting caught?
No.
Or is it that they think that they are covering
getting away with something.
I think they think just like
yeah.
I truly believe, whether you're a celebrity or non-celebrity, you honestly think that you can get away with cheating. And you cheat because you want to cheat. Period.
Okay, so at what point is it enough for Tiny? At what point is it enough for any of them?
Well, you have to. So you have to worry. So you have to think first.
Okay.
Why are people staying in these relationships that continue to not be faithful? Is it money? Is it foundation? Is their kid? Why do you continue?
I don't know if money could keep me there.
It could keep me there.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's hear this one.
Okay, guys. I'm the different one, of course. And you're going to realize that these two right here not only look like sisters, but they sometimes act like them too. So you guys are going to notice this throughout the shows. that I'm the oddball. I'm the darkest and the black sheep of the family. So anyway,
we love you.
Right? Chocolate is the bomb.
Oh,
chocolate.
We're not going to start on this chocolate because every time you start talking about chocolate,
we start drinking wine.
We drink wine.
Everybody loves chocolates. So anyway, to get back.
Now I'm going to eat some chocolate.
Exactly.
Right.
Everybody loves chocolate.
Eat a piece of chocolate.
Go ahead and eat that chocolate.
Exactly. Because this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see. Chocolate.
And this is dark chocolate.
Let me see what this dark chocolate tastes like.
What I took. See, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody loves chocolate. Anyway, but when I say that, when I say that money would keep me there, and the thing is that I've always liked money. So that may be a downfall of mine because I like money. Like I know, my sister over here said that money can't make happiness, and it can't, because you have all these people committing suicide that's rich, which I don't understand that either. But my whole problem is that rich people don't have poor people problems. So at the end of the day, I don't understand that. But when I look at T.I. and I look at Tiny, and I joke and I was like, T.I. looked me up. No, because I like Tiny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like her. I think that she is an awesome mother. I think she's an awesome wife.
She's an awesome person.
Awesome person, exactly.
And
I don't know her.
Held him down.
And I don't know her personally, but from what I see in the tabloids, she's the bomb.
Right.
So I would never, you know what I'm saying? I don't care whether he's T.I. or not. Me personally, Alice, I wouldn't do that. But, and I joke and whatever. I don't like light skin, so it don't work. But anyway, I like darkness. So anyway, like I was saying, I say money because of the fact that when you look at T.I. and you look at Tiny, they are the power couple in Atlanta. They've been together for years. Like you said, he went to jail. She held him down. Like she was that Bonnie and Clyde. They're Bonnie and Clyde.
They were together before they even became a power couple.
Exactly. Yes. So to me, they're my Bonnie and Clyde. So when you look at people like Beyonce and Jay-Z, that's another tabloid thing. Their whole CD is about what Jay-Z did to Beyonce, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he cheated on Beyonce." But at the end of the day, they in the music industry,
we're starting to forgive you for that, Jay-Z. We're beginning to forgive you.
They're the Obamas of the music industry. You see what I'm saying? Like Beyonce and Jay-Z, regardless of how much everybody's like, "Oh, Beyonce's good by herself, Jay-Z's by himself, he's good," but together, you know what I'm saying? Like she's a millionaire, he's a millionaire, but together they're billionaires. Right. To me, that's a power couple. Why am I jeopardizing that because he want to cheat? To me, I look at it, when people have that much money and that much clout and that much popularity, cheating is a given. It comes with the territory.
Well, why does it? But why? Because they have money, it's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay, but what I'm saying is that when you get into a relationship with somebody that is a millionaire, it comes with the territory. It's to be expected. It's like all these basketball players. They know these basketball players ain't faithful. Everybody know that. They tour, they're groupies, these women are offering stuff that are porn star stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're offering stuff that wifey ain't doing at home. So of course they think we're gonna get away with it. We gonna get away. We got security, we got people blocking us, but paparazzi is everywhere. Right. So at the end of the day, when I say just because he's rich he can get away with it, no, I'm not saying that. But to me, I just look at it like I'm not leaving my power marriage for mistakes. I'm just not. Okay. I'm not doing that.
But then at what point does it become embarrassing?
Exactly.
Like at what point is it? I mean, because for Tiny, this isn't like this is new. This isn't like the first time. This is constant, repeated. And at one point in time, they had two little babies. Now they have one little baby, but their other kids are older now. And they see this. They're on social media. They're seeing all the tabloids. They're seeing all this, and I mean, for Tiny, like at what point are you like, dang, like not even so much as you're embarrassed, but like look what you putting in our kid, like look what our kids have to see now.
Well, I think it's also at what point, again, I have to take this back to this isn't just celebrities that's doing this. There's non-celebrities who are not billionaires that are going through the same thing. So
and staying.
So why are they staying? Because they don't have money. There's no foundation. There's no stability. But where is self-love?
Just because no. I'm not gonna say I don't love myself because my husband's out here cheating and I'm forgiving him. So I don't love myself?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, when do you put yourself first?
I am still first. And I'm first by saying that I feel that this is for the betterment of me not to leave. And who am I embarrassed for? Who? You know what I'm saying? Even with Tiny, I don't think Tiny should be embarrassed on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she's doing what she's supposed to do as a wife. You sitting at home, you taking good care of your kids. You was holding him down. If anything, he's the embarrassment, because everybody's looking at him like, dang, you screwing up with Tiny and she had your back. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm embarrassed for who? And I've always been the type of person that I don't care what other people think of me. I
don't necessarily feel like I care what people are thinking about me from the outside looking in, if my husband is cheating or if my boyfriend or partner is cheating. But at what point do I say enough is enough? I can't continue to allow this behavior, because that behavior is not necessarily affecting him, because he's getting the good from her,
and they do what they're allowed to do.
Because I'm still doing my wifely duties. So he's getting satisfied not only from me, but he's getting satisfied from whoever it is that he's also sleeping with. So when is
and she's still able to go to the bank
enough
and cash
for
checks.
me? But then you have. But then let me throw this in there. What happens when that side piece, or whether they side pieces or whether they the mistress or whatever they want to call them for the day or the week or the month, doesn't remember where her place is? Because that's what a side piece has to do. You better remember where your place is, because I'm always, as long as I'm the wife or as long as I'm the girlfriend, I'm number one. So you need to know where your place is. And I bring that up because of the video. I gotta keep going back to these videos.
Okay, so
there was this video where this couple was getting married.
Yes.
And the wife was in a wedding gown. They were at the altar. They were getting ready to say their I do's. And Lord and behold, what happens?
The side chick walks in
a
wedding dress.
In a wedding dress.
I think that's funny.
And prances, dances down the aisle.
Yes.
And
that's
you
hilarious.
see the groom is like, you could tell his whole world just came crashing down, because I don't know what is the worst day for your wife or your spouse to find out that you've been cheating.
It's on the
wedding day, like during the ceremony.
That might be some stuff I would do, though.
I don't even know how you handle that. And
as long as I was in a nice dress.
I don't even know how you handle it. But
I'll be that dance. Hey, how? I'm here. Yes, I am.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No. She ain't even messy like that, first of all.
No.
Second of all, and I say this too, it's not my job as a side piece to know my place. It's that man's job to put his side piece in her place, to let her know this is your place.
So you don't.
It ain't my job to be in my place.
So you don't think he put her? You don't think that he wasn't expecting her? He wasn't expecting her to do what she did.
But he didn't dictate. Again, what do I do?
Okay,
there's
so what Alice is getting ready to say
is
that apparently there was no negotiation.
No negotiation. She didn't know where she stood.
Well, there was negotiations, and she didn't agree.
And she changed the rules.
She changed the rules.
No.
Because rules change.
No. I don't believe that. I believe that, because I don't believe if she was just the other woman, he had to have been lying. Like, he probably said he wasn't gonna get married, or she's my girl, or whatever, and she found out in whatever that he was getting married. And she got pissed off because he's been lying. Because he didn't know how to put her in her place and tell her where she stood. You understand what I'm saying?
Sense.
It's about where you stand. Let me know where I stand. And if you know you got a wife or you got a woman, let me know where I stand. Right. Because if I think that I can have the right to show up, if I think that I have the right to call her, if I think that I have the right, you see what I'm saying? So as a woman, I think I got the right, until he tells me, like, no, baby, look, my wife is at home after 5. Don't call my phone after 5 o'clock. Hey, on the weekends, on Saturday, it's family day. Don't call me on Saturdays. Rules and regulations, negotiation. So now I know after 5 o'clock, I need to think of something else to do. On Saturday, that's his family day, so I need to do something for me. So at the end of the day, he's already let me know.
So he's in control of this relationship.
Yeah, because he's the one that's married. You're in control on whether you put up with it. You have a right, because again, we're negotiating. You giving me my choice. You telling me if he tells you don't call me after 5, and you be like, you know what? I don't want nobody I can't call after 5. What do? This ain't gonna work. The negotiation, we gotta reevaluate this negotiation.
But here's the thing.
Christian Grey.
But here's the thing. She was telling him, this negotiation that you put on the table, it ain't working.
Well, that was an extreme way to let him know that the negotiations weren't working.
We tried to negotiate, and you wasn't hearing me. So now, I'm here to show you. So this negotiation ain't working. So which one you marrying?
So going back to is enough, is there ever an enough? You're in a marriage, there's negotiations, because there's communication. But what happens when he changes the rules?
What
exactly?
Vows are negotiations.
But what happens when you change the rules? Because I don't think anybody gets married, and even before they get married, they're like, I'm going to cheat on you 6 times, so let's talk about it.
Right.
No.
Because
so then the rules change. And he cheats on you, then what happens?
Okay.
Because he's not going to come and say, babe, you know what?
I want to marry you, but I'm unfaithful and I'm going to cheat on you like 6 times.
First of all, we as women, there's red flags, and we tend to ignore red flags a lot as women. So I don't care what nobody say, and everybody say I think like a dude. I don't care. There's red signs, and women tend to ignore them. There's red flags in every relationship. You may see if you got a controlling man, or if you got somebody that's got a really bad temper, and this motherfucker's throwing shit. Excuse the expression. This dude is throwing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he's punching walls and all that. Do you honestly think he ain't gonna punch you at one point? Red flag. So if you were dating, say we're dating for 5 years or 2 years before we get married, and he done cheated, then do you think I do gonna make you stay faithful?
So no. Tiny missed the red flags.
Red flags.
Or she saw the red flags and thought that she could change him.
With a wedding ring.
With a wedding ring.
Yeah. And we do that as well.
And people, but you know what though? I know a couple people who feel that once you get married or once there's a commitment there, that people change.
Okay.
And, again, a person sometimes don't show, I'm trying to remember the verbiage that, my grandmother used to say, people don't rear their ugly head until later on in a relationship. So as long as you guys are just friends and you're dating and you're enjoying each other's time or whatever, there might be a couple of red flags, but they're not as extreme as they're going to be once there's a commitment. That's when they start rearing that ugly head. And that's for a woman or a man, because I'm sorry, there are some women out here that are ruthless too.
True.
Example, the movie. I know I keep bringing up these things, but the movie Addicted.
Yeah, yes.
It wasn't the man who was out there cheating. And I'm telling you, she was off the chain.
And she had sex in her office and alleyways and clubs and
the man that she was with was fine.
Yes, and
he was established. He took care of home.
And she got sex regularly.
Girl, did you see the scene in the bathroom in the shower?
Yes.
So
she was getting it at home.
She was getting it.
So what do you think her problem was?
Well, she was addicted to sex.
Well, in the movie it was. She was addicted to, she was addicted to sex. But what I'm saying is, do you guys think that there's a reason why people cheat? Or people just
No, I think people cheat just because they feel like they can.
Okay.
And as long as you allow it, they're going to continue to do it.
I think that there is something internal, like about the person that's cheating. There's something that they feel they're not getting, something that they feel that they're lacking. But I do agree.
They're cheating because they can do it.
I do agree that if you don't have negotiations and conversations and you let it go, that you open the door for it to continue happening, because they will only do what you allowed them to do. So I do agree with that part, but I think there are some people that are just like, I'm gonna be trash on Monday, I'm gonna be trash on Sunday. That's just who they are. But on the other side of it, I think that a person that steps outside of their marriage, there's something that they're needing, something that they're wanting, that they just feel like they're not getting at home.
Then talk about it.
But maybe they have
negotiations.
I mean, maybe they have talked about it. Maybe it's just something, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's
Disneyland.
Maybe no, you're Disneyland today, and fairy tales.
Disneyland. Disneyland. People cheat because they want to cheat.
Is that not Disneyland and fairy tales?
What? I think again. I don't think.
Do you think
people cheat because they just want to cheat? I think that there's something going on. There's a reason why everybody cheats.
Look at that.
And I'm not saying the other individual is lacking in certain areas. What I'm saying is like she said, mentally, I may think that you lacking. I'm needing something that you just don't give me. But it's not in control of you. It's just you don't give it to me. So it's not that I'm cheating because I can just get away with it. It's the fact that I may be one of them people that I want my feet rubbed in. You may not. I done told you and you won't rub them. So I present this.
So that gives you the right to cheat.
I mean, I'm not saying the foot rub. I'm just saying.
So I present this.
Because you know what? If a man says to me, I want my feet rubbed, they may as well go cheat because I ain't touching their feet.
Well, y'all tell me what you think because I'm finna throw something at you. Are you ready for it? Okay. So if we look at history and we go back and even biblically, where is it that we were taught that we had to be with one person?
Thank you. That's my whole point. Monogamy has never been.
Is monogamy something we were
taught?
Or is it the way something is supposed to be?
Men have always been able to have more than one woman.
So period. I'm glad you brought that up because I used to always say this and people used to laugh at me, but I was joking, honestly. So don't take me literally, although
take her seriously.
You know what? It might work though. But don't take me literally. But I used to say this all the time and I was joking. I believe that no one should get married. No, there should not be any marriages. And everybody should live in this one little bubble and just do whatever they want with anyone else. Because ultimately, that's really what happens anyway.
Yeah, the problem is when kids come and then you're trying to figure out who's going to pay for them.
Exactly. That's the issue. But literally, I used to say this to my friends all the time, and they used to laugh at me. They're like, Christine, you are crazy. But ultimately, I think we should do that. Everybody needs to just live a nice
a marriage, you build a family, you build a legacy.
You know you agree with me. You know it.
Oh, no. Not true because she believes in marriage.
I believe in marriage too.
She believes in marriage.
I want to be married, so I believe in marriage.
I mean, I just, I believe, I understand the premise behind polygamy.
Right.
I do too.
I understand it.
And the thing is, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna speak for myself because I am married. I'm married to my second husband. And to me, I think at some point in relationships, like what I want and what I need, like we're good, the yin and yang. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows I'm not a cuddle person. He's not either. We good. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about me doing what I needed. If I want to go on girls trips or whatever, he don't trip.
We're good. Morning text messages.
Yeah, we don't have all that mushy junk. Like he understands me. You know what I'm saying? He don't put me in a box and think that I'm different or I'm weird.
We don't think you're different or weird.
We don't think you're different or weird. We just pull up the umbrella.
They put me in a box.
Hide the shade.
But
we will never put baby in the box.
Never.
But I'm gonna be honest. Like my first husband, I was married for 20 plus years. That was my high school sweetheart. Mm-hmm. He's the father of my children. I'm gonna be honest. I did not divorce him because of cheating, and he cheated. Mm-hmm. He was a cheater. But I didn't divorce him because of that.
I did know him.
Yeah, but I didn't divorce him because he cheated. I divorced him for other reasons. Mm-hmm. Cheating I can deal with. I can deal with that. And a lot of women say, well, that's weird. Again, I think different. I'm out of the box and all that. But cheating I can deal with. We can deal with that. We can get over this. We can deal with that. The other things that we got divorced was other reasons. But I didn't divorce him because of cheating.
But how many times?
So how did you deal with cheating?
That's my question.
Huh? How did you deal with it? So if you don't divorce for cheating, if you're okay with cheating, then how do you deal with it?
First of all, I'm not a very jealous person.
Okay. But second of all, you don't have to be a jealous person to be frustrated about someone continuously cheating.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is, and he and I have discussed this and I'm speaking for myself, nobody else. In my marriage, I know what part I played to have him out in them streets. I know, and I can admit it. You see what I'm saying? Not saying it was okay for him to say, you know what, she doing this, so I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But I know what part I played. I knew how I was, and I knew that my husband was talking to me, and he was saying things, and I wasn't hearing him.
You wasn't hearing.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, it was other issues that had him go out there and be out there like that. But that's why I say, you know, what we were going through, I didn't divorce him for cheap. I really didn't. And how I dealt with it, it just I'm gonna be honest, there was times that girls called my phone, women called my house, you know what I'm saying? And girl, I make you feel bad. Don't call my house. Don't call my house. Because one girl was like, oh, well, he did this, and did he tell you he did this, and blah, 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 blah. And you know what I told her? Just keep sucking dick so I don't have to. And I hung up on her. So what are you doing? Like, what, you're calling my phone for what?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, keep having sex. That means I can save my body. Where your body at?
Like, I'm tired. You gotta be tired.
Forget her.
Right. And I think a lot of the times, you know, people sometimes cheat because they do become complacent in their marriage. You know, you've had kids. You know, you've done everything, especially if you married young, you know, and and I'm gonna say you outgrow each other, but what you thought that you had that was the same, you finally realized that maybe it's a little different than what you originally thought.
Right.
And at that point is when you start wondering, okay, well, you know, is it worth walking away from, you know, this relationship that you've had for 20 plus years or 10 plus years, or maybe I'll just go out and, you know, test the waters over here while I still have this over here. And then the problem comes, though, because we talked about this yesterday.
We did.
Is that
we're always talking.
You know, when you step out, you might find that person over here that, oh my God, she's pulling me this way, or he's pulling me this way, but I'm not ready to move all the way over that way because I still have this over here.
Well, I'm gonna throw something that I came up with after our conversation. Here's my thing. Here's my thing about the cheating. I don't have an issue. Like, cheating is one thing. It's the cheating and allowing the side piece to believe that they're going to be the next wife. I have an issue with side pieces becoming the next wife, and the reason why is because...
But you don't have an issue with them getting married again as long as it's not the side piece.
Right. I don't have it. Like, if we divorce... If I walk away... Like, if I walk away and you go get married, you know, whatever.
But you better not marry that side piece.
I have an issue with
then
men...
you shouldn't have left.
With men... Well, that's my point. I have an issue with... Okay, so I'm cheating, and I have this side piece over here, and I'm being pulled, and I'm thinking, like, oh, yeah, this is better than that. Well, at the end of the day, though, that side piece isn't going to be like that when you put that ring on her finger, because then she becomes the wife, and you start having to deal with things with her and responsibilities and conversations that you weren't having with her. Now I'm going to pull out a movie. Fences. You ever see Fences?
I did see Fences.
Okay, in Fences, he cheats on his wife, and she finds out after the side chick gets pregnant. And when he's talking to her, he's telling her, like, I was never gonna leave you, but I just needed some peace. I needed some relief. And so when you think about it in that terms, I be honest with those negotiations, because don't get me twisted. I think in some situations side chicks are winning. The ones that know their place, they're winning. Because they're getting what they want out of it. But I don't think that, I think that the side piece definition has changed. Back in the day, it was, I want to destroy your home because I want what you have. And then they get married, and then she realizes, dang, you really aren't that great as a husband. Or, you know, I'm starting to see them flaws that you don't see if you're a side piece. If you're a side piece, you don't get the work sucked and now I got to come home and take care of kids. I got to come home and deal with what the kids didn't do, deal with what, you know, my wife hasn't done, deal with what my husband hasn't done, you know, what bills we got to pay, what finances we're having to do. That's not what you do. When you're with your side piece, you chill.
Okay, so
unless you're a good side piece and he paying bills at your house too.
So here's the thing.
He's not stressing, but it's not stress.
I gotta get back.
There's not a discussion.
Right, but I need to get back to
are y'all discussing it?
We discussed that you pay bills here too.
You know, Allison, the bills, the money is important.
Money's important.
But I want to get back to, again,
my husband will tell y'all.
Enough, because grant you,
it depends on how much money you got.
the husband's got a side piece because things may not be going on at home. There's always, don't get me wrong, there's always, even though I said people cheat because they want to cheat, they cheat because they want to cheat because they know they can, but there's always some type of underlying reason. I don't necessarily think it's because they're mentally missing something. I think, like you said, it might be something that they feel that they're not getting from
that their spouse may not know.
I don't think it's internal. I think it's because they're missing something at home that they want and they're just not getting it. And because they're spoiled, they're going to go out and find it someplace else. And that's a woman and a man. No matter who. Because you're spoiled. Because you're spoiled. You want to throw a temper tantrum. You're not getting your way at home. Now I'm going to go find someone else that's going to get it. Hey, I'm spoiled, so I throw temper tantrums. So
we know.
Okay, and so
I'm spoiled and I don't throw temper tantrums.
I throw temper tantrums. So here's the thing.
I'm not spoiled.
I was told today that I'm selfish, though.
Ooh.
We'll explain that.
Yeah, hold that.
Off camera.
That's different.
So
again, you guys keep throwing me off. Okay, so again,
it's almost gone.
I need some chocolate. No.
You need some chocolate. Everybody needs chocolate.
Okay, so because they're not getting it at home because of whatever reason, there's an underlying issue. You're throwing a temper tantrum. You're spoiled. When is enough for that woman or man to say, you know what? Okay, already. I understand that you want something and you're not getting it, but what still gives you the right to continue to go out and do what you're doing over and over and over and over and over again? At what point do you put your foot down and say, okay, enough already? Either if you're not happy with what you got at home and you're not happy because I'm not supplying you exactly what you want, then leave.
Maybe he wants both.
Selfish.
That's not
spoiled,
selfish. I'll say greedy.
Greedy and spoiled.
But maybe he wants what she got and what you got.
Okay, so again, we're back to what he or she wants.
Because
it's not about what I want. It's not about what I want. It's about what she or he.
Well, why not suggest an open marriage? What do you think about?
Well, because I don't think every woman is fit for open marriages.
Okay.
Because when you think about cheating, I mean, some women, they're devastated when they find out. I mean, they're devastated
because they take it personal.
They're devastated. I mean, I'll go back to my favorite, Beyonce. Her Lemonade album. Just if you listen,
she wasn't devastated.
But if you listen, I'm not saying she was.
She is so bitter right now.
I'm not saying that Beyonce was or wasn't. But if you listen to her songs,
that she's making money off of,
she was devastated. The songs were devastating.
She could have been devastated.
Okay, guys, you're absolutely right. So, you know, again,
we can agree to disagree all the time.
But I want to throw in our new twist.
Yes, this
to
is
our
show.
Our
second part of the show.
I definitely want to do that.
This is new, guys.
It's exciting.
The Satin Pillowcase.
Whoop, whoop. So, what's going on with this satin pillowcase? I'm so excited.
Well, we have asked our wonderful fans to send us letters that we will read openly at the end of our show. And then you get to get your own personal advice from the three of us.
Yes.
Your own personal thoughts, you know, about what's going on in your life.
So what we are asking, and we have people who've already been doing it, but what we're asking you guys is to send us a letter.
Yeah.
Okay, and we will put it in the
relationship, sex, intimacy,
whatever it is that you feel
something that you see in the news that you want us to talk about.
Yeah, because you know we good about giving our opinions.
We're good about giving you our opinion.
Although they may be very different, so you get a widespread of opinion.
Yeah, you'll get a widespread, but I love giving my opinion.
I love it
because I tend to always think
this is my favorite part of the show.
Yes, because I
can give you my opinion.
Spoiled.
Okay,
I'll take that.
I'll take it.
She has no choice.
But, so, if you want to send us a letter, you can email it to us. And you can email it to pillowtalk.uncensored@gmail.com.
Or get on the gram.
Or go, exactly.
And DM us.
Yeah.
True.
But we will put your letter in our nice little satin pillowcase.
Yes.
And we will pull a letter out every show and read it, and you get our lovely advice.
Yes, our opinions.
I definitely
love it.
So I'm going to reach into our
let's get to this letter.
Let's see.
So while I'm doing this, I'm shaking it up. While I'm doing this, why don't you remind everyone how to reach us?
So again, you can reach us on Instagram at pillowtalk.uncensored. We're on Facebook now. We're also have our own YouTube channel. And don't forget that you can always email us at pillowtalk.uncensored@gmail.com.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, let's see whose letter is getting read today. And I want to remind you guys, you do not have to put your name on the letters.
We're going to give you a name.
Anonymous, or if you want to sign it so that you know who
you are, and you want to give us a name,
and you want to give us, hopeless romantic or
chasingthecookie.com, whatever you want,
or I need the chocolate,
or chocolate drop, that deep dark chocolate,
deep dark chocolate.
Anyway, see, they got started on this chocolate. So anyway,
you can tell we both got chocolate husbands.
We do. Bald-headed.
She like chocolate too.
I do. I like chocolate. You know what's really funny? Nice. What's really funny about that? And I'm going to tell this story because people laugh at it. My kids always say, "Wow, that's different." My husband was not chocolate. He was caramel. I wouldn't even say caramel. He's probably like a little high yellow caramel. But ever since my divorce, some reason I keep attracting darker men. Mm-hmm. And I find that I'm really attracted to darker men. Ooh, and I never
like chocolate.
Really dated a lot of chocolate men. Maybe when I was younger in my high school years, I dated a few. And I probably can count it on my finger. And not that I didn't like it. It's just that either I didn't attract them, or I'm not sure what it was. But I'm telling you, the chocolate now,
yes,
a chocolate's gonna be my next husband.
I know that's right.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I can relate because I never was into chocolate until I divorced my first husband. Mm-hmm. And once we divorced, I think I went for something total opposite because he was like a caramel color, light brown eyes, curly hair. And I just, you know what I'm saying? I went for something that he kind of short, stocky. I went for tall, skinny.
It's something about divorces that
my
make
husband
you
now
go completely
is
different.
My husband now 6'2", 220. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's different
for them.
She's always like chocolate.
I've always loved my chocolate. I've always loved that dark chocolate.
She has.
Always.
Okay. Back to the letter. I'm sorry. We got distracted with some chocolate.
So this letter is from I Need My Way.
Ooh, okay.
It was like, okay.
So, dear Pillow Talk. Let me fix my glasses here, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Dear Pillow Talk, I am a 22-year-old woman who is dating a man in his early 30s.
Okay.
22.
Early 30s.
Okay. We have been dating for almost 8 months, not quite a year, and we are already having an issue with our sex life.
Okay. It's kind of early.
Right. It is. During the first few months, I'd say everything was as expected sexually. We had great sex often, and I loved it. But now, over the past 2 months, things have changed. He no longer initiates sex, like almost never. When I raise the issue with him, he says he is tired from work, but whenever I call him at work, he is surfing the internet and saying he's bored. Now, here's the thing. Whenever I initiate the sex, he pretends to not want to do it, but his member, that's cute. His member clearly says otherwise, and I always end up getting my way. Now, ladies, here's where y'all come in. I like an aggressive man, and I don't like to always be the one initiating the loving. My brother said that he thinks my man is either one, cheating on me, or no longer interested in me. What do you think?
Well, first, I think you're 22 years old.
22.
And 8 months is just too soon to care.
Right.
I mean, you're 22.
That's it. Like,
you're 22.
I wouldn't worry about it. Like, I mean, I think in a sense, I agree with the brother. I believe something's going on, and he just is not into you anymore. I think he's just not into you. I think that at 22, you should be like Shay said. I think you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care. And I at this point, it's like, okay, deuces. Like, I'm 22 years old. I still got my whole life ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? You should be worrying about school. You should be just graduating anyway. But anyway, I just
are trying different members.
So
different members.
She goes to different members.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Number one, you're 22.
I have to agree. I'm not going to keep saying you're 22, but I have to agree with the fact that you are 22 and you have so much life still to live.
So yes.
Secondly, you're dating someone that's 30. He should still be in his prime, so his excuse 30. That I'm tired, I wouldn't buy that one.
He should still be the Energizer right now.
He should. The Energizer bunny.
Yes.
Clearly, it's not, but here's the thing that I want to say. Clearly, it has nothing to do with him not being attracted to her, because if she touches him or initiates the sex, his member is reacting.
Right.
And no, because I hear what you're getting ready. I'm reading what you're getting ready to say already. I know what you're getting ready to say.
Men are horn dogs. Like, how many men have you seen, and you'd be like, what the heck did he see in her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, men are horn dogs.
Exactly. So here's the thing that I'm honestly believing. This has nothing to do with him not being interested in sex, because he's interested in sex because his member is saying
working.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think that ultimately he's out testing the water someplace else, and one, that might be tiring him out because he probably got another little, number one, you 22, he's 30. So even though he's still got energy, you probably wearing him out.
Probably. Apparently he liked younger.
And if he likes younger females, then he probably got another 22 or 23-year-old who's also wearing him out.
Right.
But I do believe that it has nothing to do with him not being interested in you, because if he wasn't interested in you, he definitely just would not.
That member's still gonna work.
Yeah, that's true. The member's gonna work. But I think that he's cheating. I honestly believe that he's cheating.
You shouldn't have to take sex at 22.
Not at 22.
And I'm telling you, I have
you should be attacked like the moment you come in the house.
I have a 22-year-old, and I'm gonna tell you what I tell my 22-year-old. I have a 22-year-old daughter, and I tell her constantly, when it comes to guys and when it comes to her dating, she needs to work. I'm like from the waist down, like I say, this is 14 karat right here, 24 karat to be honest.
It's gold.
And you have to wait. Make that man work for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't work for him. Make him work for you, because you're special. And like everybody says, women, you can go out and sleep with 10 guys, and you're gonna be considered that girl. You know what I'm saying? My mother always told me a bad reputation is something you never outlive.
Exactly.
So, men could go out and sleep with 20 women and still be called the dude. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, right. So at the end of the day, you need to make him work for you. Make him earn what you're giving him. You don't have to, I gotta play with you in the middle of the night to get me some because he's tired. Like, no, let that go. Even if he ain't cheating, at the end of the day, he's not appreciating what you're giving.
So,
I agree.
I want my way. It's important for you to self-love. I'm big on self-love. I am. I'm really big on self-love.
And I just want y'all to remember that when they continuously say, I'm Disneyland.
Well, self-love doesn't have anything to do with Disneyland. It's self-love is loving yourself, caring about yourself, putting yourself first. And as Alice said, you're 22. Your body is your temple. Your body is gold. And you should not have to force anyone to want to be with you.
Yeah. And there's too many members
in the world.
I love that. I just love it. That's the phrase for tonight.
Know your worth. Mm-hmm. And that's all. That's what's important. Know what your worth is. And those members will come to you. And then you pick and choose which member
you want.
Exactly.
1 member,
2, 3.
Well, I don't know about the whole multiple members.
Right. I don't know about.
You're 22 years old. You only have one life, and the sexuality has changed in today's society.
I agree.
Yeah. Own your sexuality as a woman. It is okay to say that you want to have sex with more than one person, as long as you are protecting yourself and healthy. Right. And you're protecting yourself and you're being safe. Like, I don't think that we have to continue with only men can step out and explore, but women, we have to stay and we have to wait for them to come to us, and then that's the only thing we could deal with. What if you don't like it? What if you realize that you go out here and you find somebody else and you forget who this 30-year-old is? Then you realize that you've spent 8 months worrying about why he's not having sex with you, and this one over here done knocked it out the park.
And you find that 24, 25-year-old.
However you like it. You like them older, go for it. I just don't think that you should feel like you're obligated to continue trying.
Yeah, you're too young to settle down.
You right.
Back to my topic. When is enough?
It's enough. It's enough.
So we're going to end it on that.
We're going to end it on that. We all in agreement? It's enough.
Needless, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate it. Every week we're going to be recording, so don't miss our show. Don't miss the Satin